Hey, good people, how you doing this morning? Hey, good morning. It's Friday. We're making it through the week. But there are signs that inflation is yet rising. Hey, for those of you that don't know, my name is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Come join the family, 597,000 of us. We are all a part of the family. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. If you've been rolling with me, hit the like button, all right? Let's listen a little bit. I filmed this on my phone, so forgive anything that goes wrong.
All right, the April data for the jobs report for April non-farm payrolls, 253,000. 253,000. That is much more than the 180 to 185 that we were looking for, and 253,000 is the best, well, only since February when it was up at 326. But the point is that it is a bit better. And if we look at government versus private was very strong at 230,000. That is a full 70,000 more than expected. And if we look at the unemployment rate, 3.4%, 3.4%. Remember, that equals 3.4 in January of this year, which goes back into the 1960s, a very low unemployment rate. Average hourly earnings pop up 0.5%, 0.2 more than we were expecting. And as I referenced earlier, 0.2 in February was the lowest level going back to 1 year, to February of 22. So that is definitely a nice pop. And if we look at year over year, also stronger than expected, up 4.4%. 0.2 better than our last look, 0.2 better than expectations. And the last look, as I said, goes back to June of 21. So we definitely popped higher on that. Average hourly work week holds steady, as it has for many weeks, at 34.4. Labor force participation holds steady as well. It's a trifecta. 62.6 expected, 62.6 in the rearview mirror, and this month is 62.6, which leaves U6, the underemployment rate. That's 6.6%. That is 1/10 lower than the 6.7. The best it's been was the end of last year at 6.5%. We see interest rates have popped, although the pop is up to 343 in 10s. We all know that that is a long way below their 4.25 high yield close. We see the pre-opening equities are still down about 0.5%, at least in the futures contracts. And one other thing I think is important to note, that right now it yields up. We see that 20 and 30-year yields up, 20-year bonds, 30-year bonds, their yields are actually higher on the week. Other maturities are getting close, so we want to pay attention. They're definitely, of course, higher yields on the session. Joe and the panel.
Yeah, you meant that equities are like down 0.5% from where they were before the number when they were up, because they're still up. And we're gonna get reaction now from our panel. I'm gonna start with Steve, and just posit this, Steve. I'm trying.
Well, you guys heard it. Hey, you guys heard it. The market is showing that it is saying, I don't care. Somebody commented, hey, we've been here before. We know how this plays out. And the market is saying, excuse me, I burped. As you guys can see, I'm sorry, that's so unprofessional. As you guys can see, that the market actually cooled off a little bit, the Dow, and then it actually started to go back green. Who declares end of COVID public emergency? And so we're going to keep our eye on the opening bell. We're going to go right into it, good people. We have about a minute. Berkshire Hathaway has their annual conference. For those of you that are interested, it will be aired live actually tomorrow here on CNBC. All right, we're going to listen and go into opening bell, and I'll come back as usual and chat with the family for just a few. We got our favorite guy here talking, Kramer. All right, let's listen to what they're saying going to opening bell, and I'll be back.
Audit off of the OPEC Plus move. That turned out to be nothing worth buying for. Then you had this huge decline, just a gap. And now, it's tenuous. It's fighting touch 68, but it was at night. So usually by a day, they retest a night bottom.
Yeah, it's on pace for the third weekly drop, and this week is the biggest weekly move of the year, as you point out.
Right.
It was down 8% at one point.
I wish Jay Powell would have said that, look, gasoline's down $1. That's really good for us. I think he also should have acknowledged that every time we raise rates, the long rates go down, so we can't really fight the housing. But he got too hot. He got it with the wage numbers. We can't seem to get around. David, you can revise wages down all you want. The fact is, this is an economy that's 3.4%. 3.4%.
Yes.
I mean, David, that is absurdly low after 525. What kind of economy do we have?
It's different than we've seen, which makes it more puzzling, perhaps, from a perspective of what's to come next.
Yeah, and we do not have, other than a couple of tech companies, anything that's like more than a few layoffs. Where we saw retail. If you go back over David Simon's conference call for Time and Property, this is the halcyon era for retail. How is that possible? Halcyon.
Let's get the opening bell here on the CNBC Real-Time Exchange of the big board. City Year New York, celebrating 20 years of helping students in New York City public schools. At the NASDAQ, it's Biopharma Acelerin celebrating an IPO today. Really quick, what did you think of the Ken View?
That's the way we want to see a heat map, good people. We want to see green on a Friday. We want to just see green, a sea of green. No more red. Red is dead. All right. Hey, let's listen. Alexa, I believe that's your name. Okay, here you go. You said all of this sounds like it's the Twilight Zone. It's like we're living in two different economies. Yep, this is true. This is true. It is. It is crazy. You nailed it. Yep, you have nailed it. This guy is a joke. You talking about Kramer? One Love? And somebody said legendary Kramer. Hey, good people. The banks are coming back. The banks are coming back. The regional banks that were selling off yesterday, they have come back a little bit, but you guys know this ain't over, right? You guys know that the whole banking thing is not over. You guys know that probably by next week, there'll be yet another bank. And you guys know that they always try to fix these problems on the weekends when the markets are closed. You guys see the pattern, right? It's like she said, it's like the Twilight Zone. It's like we live in two different economies. So I just wanted to open up. Hey, love you too, Crispal. Crypto CSI. Love that. Yes. Hey, yes, one love. One love. I like that. One love. I can't sing like that, y'all. Hey, good morning. Hey, I just wanted to hit you guys with that opening bell information. See what we have going on as the Dow jumps 300 points as regional banks rebound, and then Apple gain. Apple outperformed a lot of analysts, and Apple did good. Let's look at some of that. Let's get into some of that right quick. As we could see, the indices are up. Look at that. The Dow up 376, S&P 43, NASDAQ 127. Let's look at Apple. Look at Apple has done well. A lot of people thought that a lot of analysts thought that Apple was going to drop, but Apple actually did good. Tesla's doing decent today. Big tech is hanging on. Though I think big tech is too rich right now. I believe big tech is too frothy, but Apple did good. All right. That's all it is for today, good people. I'm not going to hold you guys long this morning. I will be back before you. Yep. That's right, Linda. It is not over. Yep. You said take Kramer's spot. Oh, man. I used to say I would love to be at a desk, something like that. But the truth be told, I got freedom here. I don't have bosses telling me what I can and cannot say. And I like being with you guys. So I'm gonna build this. You talking about DraftKings. What's happening with DraftKings? Let's see. DKNY. Let's see what's happening. Is that DraftKings? DKNG, I'm sorry. What's going on with DraftKings? If I can get this to act right, there we go. Oh yeah, man, DraftKings popping. Oh man, DraftKings is popping. Thanks, family. That's what I love about the family. The family keeps you informed. DraftKings is popping, so my DraftKings portfolio is looking good. Look at that. Bang. Look at that. What's going on with DraftKings? Let's see. Any news articles? 15 hours ago, DraftKings reports Q1 a loss. Top revenue estimates. DraftKings stock soars higher on revenue beat. Here we go. This is why. DraftKings stock roars higher on revenue beat. Yeah, we ain't doing that. So that's what's going on. Hey, let's see here. Seeking Alpha. DraftKings soars after investors beat on earnings smasher. Guidance raising profitability hint. Forward guidance is important when it comes to these earnings right now. And so DraftKings is bolsterous. Now, I am in DraftKings, and because I believe that sports betting is going to be legal in every state here in the United States eventually. I do believe that. And I want to see something else. There's another one I want you guys to look at. Oh, let me see this. I know I brought this up before. Let me make it really big. I just want to put this on you guys' radar because I believe that this stock will outperform even. I think it'll outperform DraftKings. Okay. And let's see here. I'm trying to take a picture where I could show you guys it. It is ticker symbol. I know I brought it up before. Let's see if it shows up. I'm going to share it with the family. There we go. PDYPY. It is ticker symbol PDYPY. Now, it's a long play, okay? Just remember that. Put that on your radar. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you to put it on your watch list. They own FanDuel. It's a European stock, so they're going to ask you a lot of questions before you can purchase it. But I want you guys to put that on your radar. Do your own research. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But I want you guys to check it out. I do believe it's a long hold. Don't expect it to be running up. As you could see, I bought it, and I'm up 19%. I bought 125 shares. When it went up, I shared it with the family. When it went up, then I sold 124 shares. And I just keep one share just to monitor it. Now, I haven't done anything with it for months, but I do believe it's going to be a winner. Good people, put it on your radar. Today is green. He said, was hoping for it would be red. All right. So that's it, good people. I just want to come before you. Hey, you guys are downloading Moomoo. You guys are getting the 15 or 20 free stock. You're guaranteed 10 free stock with a $100 deposit. And depending on your deposit amount, you can get up to 20 free stock worth thousands of dollars per stock. Okay, just look at that. And then you guys know about Stock Up University. You guys know that this is sponsored by Stock Up U. We put this together for you. Who's that handsome gentleman right there? And we also know who's teaching chapters in here. We got options with Keenan, charts with Josh, basic fundamentals with myself and Stock Curry. And then we got dividend investing with Mommy Trader. All right, good people, I'm going to keep this one short. I just wanted to show you guys what was happening on opening bell. I will see you later on today. Let's hope and pray that it stay a green day. Remember, choose to have a good day. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. or she. Love you guys. Make sure you check out the links below.